So, what do you guys think of Starcade so far?
Starcade?
Yeah.
It's the best arcade I've been to.
I mean, honestly, there really isn't another spot like this in the area.
Love the retro feel. Brought my niece and nephew here, and they're like going crazy. It's fun to take the guys here because they get to see games that we played as kids.
What is this place? Arcades are a fascinating case study in the realm of business. There was only a brief window when they were profitable. It was when quarters could still pay for a location's lease, but before home consoles were powerful enough to compete. So you could understand my bewilderment when a large arcade opened at Rosedale Mall. The arcade business model hasn't been profitable in decades. Why was one opening up now? And how was this possible? Is this just a really fun way to launder money? That's what I asked one of the owners of Starcade.
No. Hi, I'd like to introduce myself. My name is Paul Sarnan. I'm one of the co-owners of Starcade. So there's a couple different approaches to this business that I've seen done. One is the barcade model. The barcade model being that you're a bar, you make the majority of your money, say like 80 to 90% of your money is off of alcohol and food, and the other small percentage is actually off the games. So the games are treated as a loss leader or barely break even type of thing. The other method is your traditional arcade model. We call it coin drop, where you put quarters into the machine and it coins up. Strictly a cash only business. We don't do that for a variety of reasons. Number one is we have a lot of machines. There's 150 machines in here. You would be pulling coins out of coin buckets all day long. Some places have the resources to do that. We've chosen to do what's called a free play model, which is a flat fee. Some people do it hourly. We do it as an all day long endeavor. So you can get a wristband from us for $15. It's all day. You can play any of our games all day as long as we're open. I can tell you we're a profitable business. We generate profit. Nobody's getting rich off this, but it's a passion plus. As a business owner, we can not have to worry about paying in every month to try to keep the business running. We're actually, profitable and growing.
It's my first time here, but my son told me that my grandson loves it, so I surprised him today.
That's sweet.
But he comes here with his dad all the time.
Not my dad.
Well,
My
that's
stepdad.
good. His stepdad.
Pass.
I have to pass. Sorry.
Oh boy. No problem.
So we opened up in the middle of the pandemic. We were kind of trying to time opening to be kind of one of those businesses that were going to be the first entertainment businesses that were available to kind of scale and open. It took a little bit longer than that. So there were some frustrating stops and starts in the early days, with requirements for being closed or open. The state of Minnesota had a bunch of different regulations. There wasn't a whole lot of expense involved. It was most likely time. I found out that a lot of these cities still have laws on the books back from the 80s about arcades being like kind of truancy based businesses, right? So you'd even have an older, I would say older, 60s and 70s, people in their 60s and 70s going, what kind of kids are going to show up? And I said 40 and 50-year-old kids are going to show up because that's going to be our customer base. I never ran into problems. We just followed guidelines and said this is what you have to do to play in our arcade. We're going to go above and beyond to make sure that you feel safe here, and it worked out well.
It's not just the arcade cabinets themselves. They have a great selection. You're not going to find that really at any other arcade. And it's a community of people too. They always have a bunch of events going on here. People who are into the fighting game community, etc. They come here. Going to put up a bulletin board where you can sort of post different events and venues going on. So it's going to be they're sort of coming together and they can start building up that scene.
My love for the arcade began, probably when I was about 3. So my mom tells this story. I grew up in northern Minnesota. She would find me running from her side, running to the arcade that was across the mall. So I would take off, and I was immediately attracted to the noises, the lights, the video, the graphics, everything. And so It started very, very young, and it really never ended. Giving people the opportunity to experience these things again, sometimes for the first time, sometimes for the first time in 20 years, was important. Our mission is, I want you to walk out the door smiling. And that's really, for me, a way to know that you've had a great time. And so I see a lot of smiles of people walking out the door, and I know we've done a good job. We tried to build something from our childhood. I think we've come close to achieving that. But the other piece is that I never anticipated how much younger kids would really love it too. When we see parents come in and drag their kids in, it's parents dragging their kids in here, because it's not the kids that are asking to go, it's the parents that are bringing their kids. And the kids are having a blast and actually playing games with their parents for the first time. Kids and parents don't play video games together at home very often. It's just not built that way. Our place is built to enjoy these games between parents and kids, and it's something I never anticipated when we did this. I thought it was just going to be people my age, you know, coming to play games, reminisce, and it's been the most enjoyable experience seeing families walk out of here just with smiles on their faces. So that is worth the price of admission, is worth every single hour that we've put into this place. And I'm so happy we've had the opportunity, I like to call it blessing, to do that. So we're fortunate, and I'm lucky.